Welcome you guys all today. I understand that you guys have a very productive day today. I understand that what productiveness is today is very smart work. Do you agree? Or does anybody who's smart is going to understand what smart work is today? I understand it's very productive work. I understand anybody who's working a 9 to 5 job can be more productive with what they're doing in daily life. I understand that I'm also somebody who never works a 9 to 5 because I understand that it's not an inner world job. Or else anything that's an inner world job and work is like Jesus Christ today. I'm pretty sure Jesus Christ will never go and work the 9 to 5 today. I'm pretty sure Jesus Christ will make sure that He increases your spirituality today in personal development and your I factor, which says I. I is everything. I understand I makes the world. Or else if you have no I, or else that's probably why you work a 9 to 5 job. I understand it's probably because you need to increase your confidence and get some skills. Or else if you need some skills today, I've got plenty of skills inside my YouTube channel. I've got over 600 hours of real skills and business techniques to help you to escape the 9 to 5 job and to help you become financially free and more time free, and to help you make sure that you get your nutrition better in life, because I've lost 47 kilos by making sure that I became a vegan. Although I never lose, I just make sure I'm much better at my nutrition. I realize that anybody who sees my results, you can see on my Instagram, I made sure to remove 47 kilos from my life. I understand I became a vegan, although I understand that either way, I make sure that I'm always improving people, because I understand that's how I improve. I make sure every single day I'm always uplifting people. I'm always making sure I have a greater attitude. I understand this story over here has a big complaint against me. I realize they're always against me about lifting people up. I understand every single time I'm here, they're always complaining. I understand either way. I understand that I never do complainers. I just make sure that every single day I do something much more than yesterday. I understand that when somebody complains against me, I understand I name you straight away. I understand that I just call you a complainer then. Although I'm never a complainer, I understand I never complain. I understand I just make sure to bring it into the spotlight all the time. I understand I'm always that type of guru who understands how to teach myself all day long. I understand that when people complain against me for lifting people up, I understand they're stupid people. I understand those people who complain against me every single day are the ones who are very much less successful, because they believe that their customers are more important than me. Or is that since their customers are so much more important, I'm still going to do my work here, because I understand I'm more important myself too. In a sense, so it's not nice to say that your customers are important and not I in life. I mean, come on, you have to grow up a bit. You understand? I realize everybody's important. I realize you guys are my customers too. I realize they're going against you. You have to understand either way that every single day I'm always loving life. I'm always making sure that I'm never a victim, because I understand what a victim is. I understand a victim is somebody who doesn't learn and doesn't grow and doesn't have confidence. I realize every single time somebody complains against me, I realize it's because they're jealous of me. I understand they're blaming me for the world. I understand that I never even live their shoes. I live my shoes. You understand? I always live my shoes only. I never live your shoes. I understand either way that everybody must come together with information products today to understand why we must never be victims. I understand that those who have some information to give daily are the ones that have a talent about something. Otherwise, you can give talents in terms of information about singing and about writing lyrics and about writing books and teaching something and making sure you are helping people to have better health. Otherwise, I'm a health coach too. I'm a individual who understands how to better nutrition and how to understand everything about life. I understand that when I understand something, I learn it. I don't know everything, but I do know I. Otherwise, I is everything. I understand that when I go back to my I every single day, I understand that I know nothing out there, I just know what's inside. I know what's in my world every single day. I understand my trend today is my I. I love I. I know I. I can do I today. I must do I today. I understand that when I go to my I every single day, I understand that's why I'm very popular every single day. I understand that most people don't care about I lifting them up. I understand that they don't care about somebody who's motivational. I understand that it's because they're not motivational people. I understand that when I motivate somebody daily, I understand I expect you to come and read every single day about what I have. Otherwise, if you're not dedicated to read information, otherwise it's because why? Otherwise, I'm somebody who's always much more in dedication daily to help my life. But if you want to be more in dedication, you have to understand to dedicate yourself first, and that way you're going to understand how to really lift people. Otherwise, anybody who's lifting people is somebody who's doing their work daily. I'm doing my work daily too. I realize although that my 2-hour program over here, in terms of 1 hour today, is going to help more people than anybody in a 9-to-5 job who's helping people today. I promise you. I promise you this 1 hour program will be here for 1 billion years. I promise you it's going to be here for 1 billion years. I promise you 1 hour program is going to help many people. Or else that's why I do it. Or else it compounds in my favor. Or else it compounds in my interest every single day. I understand that's why I go back to my eye every single day. I understand that's why I do what I love to do. I love to make sure I go to my perspective. And what is my perspective today? Or else it's making sure that I know my eye. Or else when I know my eye today, understand that's why I always look better, I feel better. I'm always making sure I remove barriers from my life that may be blocking my time in terms of my time freedom or anything that's really going to make sure that I never lose. So when I understand that I never lose, I make sure to go remove any barriers that may be preventing me from winning. So I make sure I'm always winning my life. I realize that when I live, I understand I'm always going inside my eye. I'm always much more spiritual about who I am daily. I understand that's why my attitude is much better than yesterday. I understand that's why my beautiful persona here is something that you have to learn every single day. I promise you it's something you have to do in front of people. And if you cannot speak like me, otherwise you have to start doing it much more in life. You have to understand it's really that you understand every single day to come and speak like me, but just better than me. Although I understand that you have to start somewhere, or else I have to start somewhere too. Or else everybody has to start somewhere in life to create their own legacy. Because guess what? Or else if you're not creating your legacy, I mean, what are you doing with your life then? Or else your legacy must be important. Or else my legacy is right here. Or else I'm here for the next 72 years and more. Or else every single day I'm always doing something that's really going to help my heart to succeed. Or else you have to also understand that I'll help you succeed every single day if you just understand to dedicate yourself to learning. Understand many people don't want to do that. Understand many people just love to work their 9-to-5 job and be a nobody. Understand that many people just work a 9-to-5 job and just stay a nobody all their life. Understand that, otherwise it's your choice. But guess what? Understand every single day that I'm succeeding more and more throughout my life. So understand that I can help you do the same every single day. Because I'm not stupid. And just because you're 2 heads taller than me doesn't make you stronger than me. Or just because you've got bigger muscles than me doesn't make you Jesus size. You understand? I'm Jesus size today. Understand that either way, I'm very strong. I'm very strong as a human. I'm very strong as an individual. I mean, don't judge a midget either. You understand? I mean, what's a midget? I mean, what's a midget today? I mean, just because you're taller than a midget doesn't make you more stronger. You understand? I realize either way, you must understand to have equal faith with everybody. Because what is equal faith? Well, equal faith with everybody means the strongest faith in the world. So have the strongest faith in the world so that you understand everything is equal. You understand? Well, now you have to understand that when you go with everything, you're going to be something everything. In terms of you're going to be everything in terms of something. Or else every single day, I'm making sure that my life is always much more in a conclusion sense that I'm always growing. You understand? Because when I grow, I find the beginning of the end. Because I see that there is no end in life. Because those people who believe that the end is coming near, or else they're the ones that are going to commit suicide. Or else the end doesn't come. Or else there's no such thing as an end in life. Or else there's no arriving anywhere. You have to understand, it's just keep growing every single day and make sure that every single day you understand that I'm always going back into my eye, to understand that I'm always leveling myself up all the time to make sure I'm always better than yesterday. I realize I understand that no matter what, that I'm always in front of people. I realize when I'm in front of people, I'm always making sure to leverage what I have today in terms of my resources to make sure I'm always more successful either way. Understand that words lead everything. Understand that the laws today are placed against you so that you understand that the system today of economics is working against you. I promise you now, I'm not working against you. I'm making sure that I come and deliver you a message today that says you can make it better for yourself. You can understand that whatever is happening with you today, you have to understand that Jesus Christ had a worse lifestyle than you. You understand? In terms of how damaging his life was. Although guess what? I realize Jesus although had the greatest lifestyle also. You understand? Because guess what? I realize nobody got killed like Jesus Christ. You understand? I realize somebody who just teaches you and just lifts you up and then people kill him for no reason. You understand? I realize that's not fair. But what is fair is making sure that you grow in Jesus' name today, because that way you're going to understand something like growth. You're going to understand why I always dwell into the Bible of Jesus Christ every single day, and I look at it, and I look at a verse, and I every single day do a video on it. I do every single day something about life and about information. So understand that if you understand who Jesus Christ is today, you understand information products. Approach, that's it. Approach, that's information. Approach, that's God. Approach, now you can never go against information, because if you go against information, otherwise it means suffering. So never go against information, because information doesn't hurt you. Otherwise, now my words don't hurt you, but if you believe that my words hurt you for some reason, or you complain against my words, otherwise it's because you don't learn. Otherwise, that's this nice beautiful place over here to my left. Otherwise they're always complaining against me. Otherwise, although I'm never a complainer, you understand? Because I understand either way that I'm somebody who's lifting my words all the time. You understand? Because understand that when you complain against somebody, you're complaining against yourself to grow. So never complain. I love these people here. I love them because they love to complain against me. You understand? So either way, I love people who complain against me. I love people who are jealous of me. I never hate them. I never hate people who are jealous of me. Because I understand my I. I realize it's I over me. I understand when I love everybody equally, I understand I never hate. I never have to get jealous. Because I'm always lifting every single day. I'm always becoming more and more and more. But I understand that every single day I grow and grow and grow. I understand that's why I'm always leading. I'm always making sure I have more of what I need. And what is that? I realize I have individuality. I have originality in my life. I have uniqueness every single day. I have uniquism every single day. I'm always unique and doing something creative every single day. And understand that writing is your best method to do anything today. I mean, if you want to plan something in your life, you understand that is why you achieve it. You understand? Because what you focus on today is what you achieve. So understand either way that because you're focusing on me today, or else that's why I'm leading you to a greater life. You understand? Or else you have to focus on yourself the most though. You have to understand either way that I am somebody who leads you directly to yourself, to understand that you are the answer that you must understand. You must understand that nobody else grows me. You don't grow me. I grow I every single day. I promise you nobody else can grow my I. I promise you, although that you can grow yourself, I can grow myself. I can never grow you. I can grow everything in I. Whereas now, because I grow everything in I can grow everything. You have to understand that when I grow you and me together. Whereas when I grow you, I grow I, because it's I over me. I understand that's why I'm always growing everything around me, because I have nothing to fall upon, because I understand either way that my information today only lifts me up. And now because I have information today, I just make it keep it going. I keep it going with the information, and I'm always making sure I simplify my information. And when I simplify my information, I look at 10 people, for example, and 10 sources. I pick the top 3 sources to learn from. You understand? So I simplify my knowledge, and I pick the top 3 from the top 10, and I make sure to go the top 3 directions from that. Otherwise, that is all the information I need. You understand? So my top resource for information is the Bible of Jesus Christ, and then I understand that it's I. Otherwise, my second resource is I, because I understand it's really my first resource. Otherwise, now my first resource is Jesus Christ, and now Jesus Christ says that my I is plan B, which is plan A. You have to understand either way, I turn to Jesus and I for everything. And now my third resource is my 10 mentors, and up to 20 mentors that I have, although I make sure to just pick them as I go along. I understand I just stick to them. I stick to a couple mentors and a few mentors that I have, because I understand they teach me everything about society and everything about the world trend, because I never have to watch the news. Although somebody like Gerald Salente, for example, you can find him on YouTube, realize that he grabs all the magazines and all the newspapers from the week and then gives it to you in one video. You understand? So realize it's all simplification. You don't have to watch 168 hours a week of news to understand, to be updated. Or that updates just come randomly into your life. Or somebody will just say that is a new update of the life. You understand? So of the life, I mean, every single day you're always updated by the world around you, either way, if you watch the news or not. Or now, if you want to be an insider, you have to understand that having mentors is important. I have mentors all the time, because I understand that's why I'm here today. I understand that's why I'm worthy, because I have mentors. I understand that without mentors, I didn't have no Jesus Christ in my life either. I understand that is why I'm always leading today, because I understand that's why I focused on I today more than anybody, because I understand that's why I'm focusing on my work today regardless. I understand either way, I understand I'm always here to just benefit myself, to grow in my I, because I understand that's what confidence is every single day. Understand that's why I grow my I intent. Understand that's why I always make sure to grow from my I perspective. Understand that when I grow, I'm always much more confident, I'm always much more of a leader, I'm always much more developing every single day to make sure that what I do today is going to understand that no matter what, I look in my eye and I have my attitude greater. I always make sure my attitude is greater than yesterday, because I understand that many people in terms of the outside world don't believe in me in terms of my I, because guess what, I don't need them to believe in I don't need you to believe in I need you to believe in yourself. I need you to understand that either way, I believe in myself, in my I believe in my I never need you to believe in my I need you to believe in your I. Or else either way, I have something great every single day. Understand that's why I'm always growing. Understand that's why I'm always developing. But many people just walk around believing they know it all. You understand? I mean, they give you some kind of walk. They're like somebody or something. Or else either way, understand that if you want to be somebody, become bigger and bigger and bigger in terms of effectiveness, and understand to become smarter and smarter every single day, and not somebody who doesn't learn and grow. I'm always learning and growing daily. I'm always making sure that my attitude is greater every single day, because I understand that what a leader is somebody who's growing. I understand that's why I'm here today. I understand that's why I'm in front of a public, because when you start joining a Toastmasters program, for example, you understand why you need to develop your public speaking. Although I left Toastmasters, I'm here doing on the street today, because I understand I can do it for hours on ends in terms of the street. I understand I can always public speak. Although I understand that eventually you're going to have to public speak somewhere, because you have to boost your confidence either way. You understand? So the best way to boost your confidence in terms of communication is speak on a microphone on the street. And start public speaking right now, and understand that there's no return once you start. Otherwise, it's just make sure you understand that nobody else will be with you when you start public speaking. You have to understand that I recently seen many guys, for example, preach to Jesus Christ's name, and they're together doing it. Otherwise, now you have to understand that those people meet up once a month to come and make an event by themselves. You have to understand that I make an event every single day, and understand that those guys, in terms of your life, are never going to be there for you when you're public speaking. I promise you, they're never going to be around you. Although guess what? I promise you, they're happy to make one event with you per month. Although that's very slow though. I need you to make 30 events per month. I need you to understand that way that they will never be dedicated as much as you. You understand? Or else that's why I'm here today alone, because I understand everybody else doesn't want to grow like I would. In terms of, I never would, but I understand nobody else wants to grow like I can. You understand? I understand that I'm always growing the fastest I can. I understand I'm doing the best I can today. I understand everybody's doing the best they can. But guess what? I understand that's why I'm very important. I understand that's why I'm always growing my heart out. Because I understand that either way, I focus on my I focus on who I am. I focus on my love for myself every single day. I understand that's why I have more confidence to give. I have more confidence to establish, because I understand my communicational skills, and I understand that the outside world never believes in I. Although guess what? I believe in I, so I stand for it every single day. Otherwise, I understand that I will die. I understand I never die. I never need to die. I understand that's why I grow. I understand that's why I make sure every single day I just focus on my I again, and I continue to speak in a different manner, because I understand that's how I actually build my attitude. I build my attitude through persona and charisma and also enthusiasm every single day, to make sure that what's happening around me is going to happen much better. You understand? So when I make sure to improve myself in terms of thyself, in terms of my I make sure to improve everybody else. I understand that's what everybody's looking for. I realize everybody's looking for improvement today, but guess what? I realize most people never improve. And why is that? I realize they're very slow. I realize they have no skills to grow, and they are not dedicated to grow. In terms of, they have no dedication to grow. So understand that they may be walking, but they're dead zombies in terms of I. You understand? Because they're not aware as much as I am. I'm so aware today that I can understand each and every single one of you and your path today. I can see it straight away in terms of your size and your face and how you pronounce yourself and how you act. I can see it right now. I can see I'm not stupid. Otherwise, either way, I understand that what's important, I understand the people around me. I understand that either way, I'm not evil. I understand I'm somebody that's lifting. You have to be around uplifters. You have to understand that every single day, I'm always doing much better than yesterday. I always have a free suicide helpline. You can always contact me in terms of help. I can always give you some help. I understand I also have a nice beautiful business program inside my Instagram and YouTube that you can come and check out every single day. I understand that's why I'm so famous every single day, because I promote my name, I promote my legacy. I understand that's why I always make sure to focus on myself every day. I understand when I focus on myself every day, I understand that's why I'm always coming back to the I. I'm coming back to my attitude, because I understand it's a reality check every single second. I have to self-reflect upon what I do. I have to self-reflect upon my day. I already have invested in terms of I have been investing in more photos of myself every single day. Although today I've done already 800 photos of myself and more. Understand? Because every single day I post nice beautiful fashion modeling inside of my Instagram, and I did 4 backgrounds today, and I did 5 sets of 4 backgrounds. I make sure that I have 7 days worth of posts like that. Understand? Either way, I'm always making sure I stay ahead of the game. I stay ahead of my game today, which is my face. I make sure that the trend is I today, because I is everything. I promise you that those people who understand I understand everything. Understand they are somebody who have charisma. Understand they are somebody who have an attitude of grace. And those who actually give something for nothing are the ones who are growing inside, rather than giving plastic money, because plastic money doesn't resolve anything. I promise you what plastic money resolves is nothing. But guess what? I promise you a great heart will resolve everything. You understand? I promise you a great heart is much more worthy than a plastic heart in terms of plastic money. You understand? So I see many plastic hearts today in terms of ego. I see very much ego today. Well, either way, understand I'm not ego. I see what ego is every single day. I'm always overcoming the ego. I'm always overcoming it with my conversation. I understand that when I see the ego, I understand how many people are unaware today. I understand that I never feel sorry for anybody, but I understand I can lift you if you need some help. I understand either way, I'm always making sure I'm always more determined every single day in terms of my determining factor, which is I make sure I'm always determining a better way, because I understand that's how I really grow. I grow myself to a favor of something great every single day. I make sure I'm always growing myself in the best manner possible. I understand that's why I really lift myself every single day. I lift myself to freedom. I lift myself to success every single day, because I understand I deserve it. I deserve success. So to lift myself every single day to success, I have to public speak. I have to be a leader. I have to be making sure my heart is more spiritual. I understand I have to be learning and growing and have some mentors. I understand I have to be making more time freedom. I have to be making sure that I pick the best career. I have to be making the best decisions. I have to be making sure my veganism is going to be keeping itself going. You understand? Because I have to maintain that. I have to maintain the body weight I have. I have to build some muscle too. You understand? I have to look better as well, or else everybody has to look better. You understand? So either way, understand that if you judge me, I realize it's because you judge yourself. You understand? I realize if you dislike me, I realize it's because you dislike yourself. I understand that I don't dislike anybody. I never judge you for who you are. I just need to better your life. I understand that when I do that daily, I'm always making sure that what I do is something corresponding to something that's growing every single day. I understand I focus on that. I focus on growth. I focus on the best picture of the planet. And what is that? Or else my best picture of the planet is my face. Or else my face is the best picture today. Or else your face must be your best picture in life. Or else your face must be your best picture. Understand? Because that's what putting yourself first means. Understand when I put myself first, I look at myself in the mirror all day long. I just look at myself all day long and I say, I love you so much, I need to help you. Whereas now, when I give myself a helping hand, I also give you a helping hand then. Whereas now, understand every single day, I give a helping hand, I'm always growing in front of people. Understand that's the next level for you. Whereas that in your life, you must understand that when I do it for you, I do it for I. Understand that every single day, that when you get up on the street and you start communicating daily, you're going to improve your communication skills really quickly. I understand that's what's important today. I promise you what's important is making sure that you're working together as humanity to help yourself grow. And now you have to get around leaders who can help you grow, because many aspects of life will never make you grow. Or there's many aspects of life waste time. You understand? So realize I never waste time. I never waste my time. I understand my time is valuable. I understand that when I invest 1 hour of my life into somebody or into a place or somewhere that I have to go, I realize I do it for one big reason. I do it for big reasons. I do it for the most effective reasons that are the biggest reasons in terms of life. Although I understand the biggest reasons, and the big reason is the most effective way. I understand I go the most effective route every single day in my ideas and in who I am every single day. I'm always focusing on myself. I'm always focusing on what I need to do. Do you have a question?
Have you heard about a guy called Jesus?
I love Jesus. I'm always speaking about Jesus. You can always hold the microphone. You can hold the microphone.
I'd like to thank Mr. Lowy for allowing me a voice.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright, either way, I love Jesus Christ, but guess what? I understand that if you're sarcastic with me, I understand that's why you're probably going down. I understand either way that I'm always loving life to the fullest. I understand either way I'm somebody much more than yesterday. I understand that I'm always truthful with what I say. I understand that's why I follow my heart. I understand that when I follow my heart, I follow something that's information. I follow something of ideas. I follow a book that's going to help me every single day. I focus on a motivational mindset that can actually lift me up every single day. And I focus on the wisdom of life. I promise you I'll go that way. I make sure to go and learn some more nutrition, even though I'm a vegan. I still have to learn nutrition. I still have to learn what's on each label. I still go around the supermarket looking at new ideas. You know what I'm saying? I always look for ideas. I look for what kind of ideas you guys are giving me today. Because I understand that I'm always learning something today, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to learn. I love to grow. I love to yearn my heart out. And now when I understand that, I go inside and I say, I love to yearn my life in a way that I'm always growing. I'm always much more fabulous. I'm much more pretty. I'm much more beautiful. Because you understand that I realize beautiful people are pretty, you understand? So either way, I understand that beautiful words always make a better world. You understand? So either way, I understand either way you must always grow yourself. You must understand to know thyself. I understand that when I go inside every single day, I'm always loving my heart. I'm always loving the person in terms of divine nature that I am. I'm always looking inside for something that I need because I understand it's my I. I understand that when I increase my I every single day, I understand my self-worth goes up all the time. I understand I'm always increasing my self-worth. You understand? Because I maintain my disciplines. I say, I will never go there. I'll never go there again. You understand? I make sure to never go backwards. I say, I'll never smoke another cigarette again. I'll never go there again. I don't care about them. You understand? I care about I. I never need to be around the smoker either. You understand? Because how do you feel when I come up to your little baby who's just born and the baby's sleeping while it's born and I start blowing some smoke in its face? I mean, how do you like that in life? I mean, how do you like when your mother and dad are sleeping and I go into the bedroom and I start blowing some cigarettes in their face while they're sleeping? I mean, how does that feel? I promise you, it doesn't feel good, does it? I promise you, that either way, you must understand how a chimney looks like in your house. And you just have smoke there all day long. You understand? And you're just breathing the chimney and the exhaust pipe all day. I mean, how does that feel? I promise you, it doesn't feel good. I promise you, it doesn't feel good. I promise you, either way, understand that drug addicts today are more antisocial. Understand it's not the way to go. I promise you, you must understand to quit your drugs every single day. You must understand to go and understand that I quit smoking, being an individual who understands to quit caffeine first. I quit caffeine, I quit alcohol, I quit drugs, and then I tackle the cigarettes in terms of I'm always tackling the cigarettes even today. I'm making sure I stay off it. You have to understand that when you quit caffeine, you also quit cigarettes. I promise you it's that simple. I promise you either way that I am somebody who's much better than yesterday. I'm waking up today. I make sure that I wake up early. I make sure I'm always clear mindset. I have a clear mindset and I get to my journaling first thing in the morning. I start to journal my life out. I start to plan my day. I start to plan my year. I start to plan the days ahead. I start to do my Instagram. I start to really perform on the street. I make sure that every single day I'm always much more alone. Because those who are alone are never lonely. I promise you, those who are lonely need their mom. I promise you, those who are lonely need their dad and parents and kids. I promise you, they need to feed upon them. You understand? I promise you, lonely people need other people. I never need you in my life. I never need you because I'm secure. You understand? I promise you that if I need you, or else that means I have to ask for validation. I never ask for validation from you. I have my own validation. I go to my I. I stay away from everybody except I. I just go where I love to go. Understand when you're with a group of people, Or else they want to do what they want to do and not what you want to do. You understand? Or else that's not fair. You understand? Or else it's always they with a group of people. Or else when you're going with the crowd, or else they want to go where they want to go and not where you want to go. Or else that's why I never follow the crowd anymore. I never go with the crowd because I want to go where I want to go too. Understand? So I never go with the crowd. I never go with the group. I never go where the community is. Or else now there's a crowd around me, but guess what? I'm not following you. You understand? Because I'm free. I'm a free agent. But anybody who's walking together, or else you guys have a contract together, you understand? So realize that you have to come to agreements. You understand? You have to understand that there is a compromise every single day, and it's called growth. In terms of, I realize I call it growth every single day. I realize a compromise is a term called, in terms of, I call it growth. Otherwise, a compromise is growth. So make sure either way you understand that I'm always connecting my words together. Understand that when I give you my best performance and you don't respect that, or else now I promise you it's because you don't respect yourself. Otherwise, I understand otherwise. I always respect myself. I always respect myself. I respect my I respect my integrity. I understand who I am every single day. I understand that's why I stand up in front of a crowd. I understand that's why I lead. I lead every single day with integrity. I'm not here to influence you, but I only. I'm here to influence I today. I'm here to motivate myself today. Whereas when I motivate myself today, I'm always happier. But when I try to motivate you, whereas you're not going to respect that. Whereas you're not going to respect my motivation. But I'm here to motivate myself today. Whereas that's why I'm happier like that. Whereas many people are not happy with my influence and my attitude to life. You understand? Whereas because I'm happier with my life. Whereas now when I'm happier with my life, I understand I'm more succeeding than everybody. And that's the whole point. Whereas you must understand every single day to go and lead. You understand? Because I lead myself every single day to success and never failure. I understand that most people never get the picture, and I understand that's their problems because I have no problems. I have no problems. I understand my road. I understand my road is something big. I understand my road is something big in terms of effectiveness. I love to use the effective word over big because effective is something I love. Because sometimes bigger people are not more effective, are they? Or is that when you have a fat person who's very fat, they walk like this. I mean, do you call that effective? I don't call that effective at all. Or is that I see somebody slow then? Or is it so slow of life? In a sense, so I'm always understanding that if you want to look anything like somebody effective, you look like Jesus. I mean, what does Jesus look like today? I mean, that's how you're supposed to look. And you're never supposed to look, you just make sure you go be Jesus Christ every single day. And you understand that Arnold Schwarzenegger muscles doesn't measure up to Jesus Christ muscles. But Jesus Christ muscles are stronger. I never touch other people. I thank you. I thank you. I love you. I'm always born again. I'm always preaching. I'll give you a microphone. You can ask me some questions. No worries. I'm always born again every single day. So I'm always making sure I'm always growing. I'm always making sure I give some life coaching. I can say veganism changed my life. I can say as soon as I turned vegan, because I was a vegan for 26 years, and the day I turned vegan is the day I just went uphill. I realize I'm a vegan, but I'm making sure that I'm always... I can say that Jesus Christ is veganism. I can say that when I preach Jesus Christ, I do what Jesus Christ is, because Jesus Christ is a vegan today. I could say the truth always stays the same, or they understand that Jesus' Bible is going to help you. Or that's what I do every single day. I understand that when I preach the Bible, I preach also veganism, I preach life, I preach health, and I just make sure to live my talk every single day, because that's what you need to do. I understand. I thank you very much, boss. I thank you. I realize I need you to do this as well, because I need you to motivate I as well someday. You have to. You have to understand that you can always follow me on Instagram and YouTube. I can say my name's over there, but you can follow me. I thank you. I thank you. Whereas now my name is right here. Understand, my name is right here in my eye. I understand that either way, that when you lead people to some kind of label in terms of life where you understand a label of yourself or something, I mean, just make sure that you love your life much more and be someone more fascinating in your life. I understand that's why I'm always growing. I understand that's why I'm always doing much more than yesterday. I understand that's why I'm always making sure that I'm very punctual in my life. I understand that when somebody says you must be here at 10 a.m., I understand that I make sure that I go and do what I need to do first before I do anything that they want to do. I understand that I never love other people rushing me in life. I understand that I never need to go and do what they need me to do. I understand that it's because of a business mindset that I make sure that everybody grows. I understand, although, that if somebody is making you appear something lower in life, you have to understand to get away from them as soon as possible. Because understand this, I understand that every single day I'm always growing. I understand that every single day somebody in your life is criticizing you the most. I don't know who's criticizing you the most, but understand it may be you. I understand that I never criticize I only do it much better. I do it much better, so understand that you're either much better than yesterday or worse. Understand that I never need you to look worse than yesterday. I need you to understand I need you to feel greater, I need you to feel more, I need you to have more abundance and more richness, or there's more over less all the time. I need you to understand, although, that sometimes less is more. Understand that means that you need to understand that less is more sometimes in terms of what you have around you. But guess what? Or else that more is always much better. Or else now when you have less, in life, you understand that, for example, in life you may have too much materials in your life, which is from the outside world. Or else the outside world is nothing, but you may have a mortgage and a real estate. You may have a bike and a pet and some kids or something like that. Although guess what? You have to remove the mortgage house. You have to remove the bike. You don't need it, because sometimes less is more. You get it? I promise you, when you have a house that you have to give money toward, or else I'd rather give that money toward you than the house. I mean, that's what less is more is about. You understand? Because when you're carrying around a mortgage house in terms of life, you understand why you're stuck in one area. And sometimes removing that mortgage and the house altogether is going to help you travel the world. I promise you, that's what I call less is more. I promise you, now, in terms of less is more, you have to understand to be less materialistic about life, but more spiritual. And now, when you're more spiritual, you're going to understand why influencers and anybody who's really great and anybody who invented anything in life, in terms of anybody who's innovating, is always making sure they're more spiritual. Because it's only because anybody who's growing that we have what we have today. I promise you, now, you have to understand that what we have today is just the Bible. Or that's what we have today. Or we just have the Bible today. Or I understand the Bible is full of information, but it's what's growing everything right now. I understand that's what's main in your life. Or else you have to be main. You have to be the main ingredient of your life all the time. I understand every single day, I'm always giving the main ingredients of my ideas. I'm always giving you the main picture. I'm giving you the main idea. I'm giving you the main lifestyle. I'm giving you the best of the best information in the world. Because I understand that's what criteria is. I promise you, it's called a better life. I understand that when you have a better life today, I understand that's why you're going to grow and you're going to be somebody famous today. I understand that fame is not the solution though. I promise you that what the solution is, that you understand, is to grow with fame. I promise you, many people have fame and then they lose it quickly. I promise you, many have fame and they never really achieve a higher status from that point. Understand? Or else why? Or else because they're blocking themselves. And because they're blocking themselves, you understand that's why they have to learn more skills in order to be more famous. Understand? So to go from 150 million followers to 300 million followers, or else it's growth that you need. You have to grow your business. I promise you that if you're poor today, you are not poor. I promise you, you are not poor if you're poor. Because guess what? I realize nobody's poor because we all have some skills today, don't we? I realize everybody has some skills today, don't we? I realize I understand I always have skills today. I understand that I can never be poor with my skills. I promise you, my skills grow. And as long as I'm growing, I can never be poor. I promise you, anybody who's dying is poor. I promise you, anybody who's looking worse and worse over time is poor. I promise you, anybody who's developing themselves over time is getting richer. And how? I mean, how are they doing it? I mean, spiritually richer is what you need to become more of every single day. Because your spirituality is going to help your life all the time. I understand that's why I grow. I understand that's why information products is where I go. I dig in for the ideas every single day. I go where the ideas are. I make sure every single day to always come back to the eye and give you some more ideas every single day, because I understand that's why I grow. I understand that's why I'm very strong today. I understand I'm always strong when I go back and grow. I always go into my eye. I Understand that's why I have so much self-worth every single day. I understand how to public speak today. I can public speak. I've got some skills, don't I? I can help teach you if you follow me. Whereas now if you follow me, I promise you'll become a public speaker too. I promise you that's how you can follow my journey every single day, because I'm important to teach you something. Or else every single day, if you don't agree with that, or else it's because you don't deserve me. Or else now, those who understand that they never follow me throughout life, or else they never deserve my information. Or else either way, or else karma can be a bitch. Or else either way, I understand that no matter what, I'm also making sure I'm more than what I say. I'm making sure that every single day I do much more than yesterday, because I understand that what's important today is that I level myself to greatness. I level myself, I level myself, I level myself much greater. I must be greater in all I do. I must have more information and more ideas daily, because I understand that what's important is public speaking. I understand it's called growth. I understand it's called empathy and understanding and comprehending. And you have to understand that when you comprehend something, you understand that you must learn it quick. You must be adaptive to information. You must understand to always learn and produce more content, and understand that content is going to help people. I understand that when you help people, I'll trust you more and more. I'd rather trust somebody who's helping more and more than somebody who is not. You understand? So realize that I'm always trusting more and more. I'm always trusting somebody who's helping more. You understand? Because that's where I go. I go where the helpers are. I'd rather make sure that you have a helping hand than have nothing at all. I'd rather give my heart than not give it at all. I'd rather make sure that you have all the love in the world than nothing at all. You understand? Because I understand that's what I'm giving all the time. I understand that's why everything I've done today is for I. You understand? I understand that's why I'm growing today. I'm doing the work today. You're just listening. You're just a spectator today. But guess what? I understand that my information is going to help you to inspire you. Or else my information is going to help you to motivate you. Or else now I understand that every single day I communicate. Or else it's in the language of my communication that I pick up the motivation. And now I understand that when I turn on 20 tabs in YouTube and I listen to 20 conversations at once, you understand why I pick up so motivation, in terms of I pick up so much motivation from them, in terms of the signals of life. Bro, it's all the tones that I'm giving you right now. Bro, it's that kind of inspiration you need. You need more tones. You have to read more tones. And when you read more tones, you understand why you're going to grow more. Because those tones are going to amplify you. And they're going to teach you how to grow. Bro, now, my nice, beautiful communication skills are really fast. And I can show you how my tones go. I need you to understand that when I speak very fast, approach it's very interesting. Approach there's so much going on. But I see very much more in terms of what I do every single day. I see a lot of lazy people. I understand they work, or realize they're walking slow. I realize they're not doing much. Or they understand that either way, you must be doing more than what you're required of you, in terms of what you're requiring of yourself. You must be doing more. You must understand more is the way. Whereas every single day, I understand that my tones lift me up. I understand to listen to my own tones while I public speak. Because I understand my motivation and I understand my motivation and inspiration when I listen to my tones. In terms of my communication and sounds. Or that sounds is life. And those who give you sounds in life are the ones motivating and inspiring. Or those who are very quiet have got nothing to say. So I always have something to say in terms of my communication, because I understand that's how I lead. I lead through empathy. I lead through making sure that my tones are always going to be much more abrupt in a way that it's quick. I have to be quicker with my communication all the time. I have to understand that what's important today is making sure that I make more growth and I make more spirituality today. I understand that when I do that all the time, I understand I'm never looking for the nightclub. I'm never looking for the bar today. I'm never looking for the pub. I'm making sure that I understand I'm looking for more information. I go where the more information is. I understand that's why I'm growing. I'm always growing every single day. I always make sure every single day I'm always a leader. I understand leadership is a requirement. I understand that when I require more of myself, I'm always growing myself in my heart. I understand that my tones are very important for motivating every single day. I understand that's why I always grow my heart out. I understand that's why I'm always leading my life every single day. I understand that's why I'm always public speaking, because I understand communication. I understand communication is the resolution of life. I understand if you want to resolve something, you will public speak. I understand that when you public speak, you can solve a problem. I understand when you can solve a problem, you can become a billionaire. I understand it's very simple. I understand that you must be more on your toes. You must understand to be quicker. You must understand to never be lazy. You must understand to watch your body language daily. You must understand that every single day you are saying something with your body language today. You have to understand that I understand that every single day that energy speaks so much more. I understand that those who are more inspired by me are the ones who are more energetic. You understand? Promise you that anybody who's more energetic, or else anybody who's more energetic today is going to be more inspired by me. You understand? Because they are the ones that can change the world. You have to understand that more energy equals more inspiration. I have so much energy to give. I have so much energy. You have to understand that is how I can lead. I lead through energy. You understand? Because I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan, so it helps me so much to understand that my veganism and how I eat is how I lead as well. Otherwise, it's a part of my life. I understand that when I see people walking, I see the energy levels really quickly. I understand some people are very sloppy today, otherwise they're very sloppy. You understand? Otherwise that when they're walking sloppily, in terms of sloppy, I understand that's how they motivate people. I understand that when you walk, I mean, come on. I mean, why are you so slow in life? You understand? You have to walk. You understand? You have to walk a bit quicker. I mean, get energetic and be faster and faster. And understand that either way, that more energetic people lead the planet. I understand the politicians today. I understand that they are making rules to abide against you today. Whereas either way, I understand that they will never be against I. First, they can never be against I because I always grow anyway. First, growth is always leading. You have to understand that every single day, I'm very energetic about my life. I'm always high on my energy today because I have always the nutritional value of my life, which is, or as I have more information, I have more ingredients, I have more ideas, I have more mentors, I have more food and drinks that's going to help me to get the food and energy that I require. I use my body and my emotions to pump out the energy every single day. I understand that when I see fast people and somebody who's really athletic, I understand that they lead people further and further into the truth than the ones who are slower. I understand the slower ones really hate me. Or there's anybody who's slow, or there's I never trust them as much. You understand? Or I trust the energetic ones much more. You understand? I realize when I look at the ones who are more energetic, I really understand the leader. Or else when I see a sloppy one, or else when I see a sloppy person, like they're walking like this or something, or else I never go to them. I never have to go to people who walk slowly, like, or else they're walking like this or something. I never need them in my life. You understand? I never need those people. You understand? Because they will never listen to me. You understand? They never listen to me. I always listen to I understand that I always walk fast. I have so much tone. I have so much more appreciation for my energy today because that's why I'm a vegan. I understand that's why I'm learning more nutrition skills. I'm looking better and better, and I'm looking more classical than ever. You understand? Because I understand that's how I lead. I understand that many people don't believe in I understand either way that it's not my problem that they don't believe in I, because I believe in I. You understand? I realize I've been here for the past 10 days. And guess what? I've been gaining results every single day because that's what's important. Whereas every single day I'm always learning much more. I understand that when I look at people now, I look at their body language and how are they walking. I mean, how are they talking? I mean, how slow are they? And how fast are they? Whereas are they looking at me in a suspicious manner? I mean, how are they dressing? I mean, are they happier or worse? Whereas now I understand when I look at people, I can see who's happier, I can see who's worse than yesterday. Whereas it's very simple. I understand that the truth always comes out. You understand? Whereas either way, that if you become something very fat, first the world will see. Either way. First, either way, you must be strong. You must understand that vital energy is important. So that's why I always speak about nutrition and veganism, and that's the only way to lose weight. In terms of to make sure that your weight has more energy. You have to understand that I never lose. I make sure that you understand that if you want to remove any kind of weight class off you, you have to understand it's called veganism. And then once you go remove 10 kilos from your life or any type of kilograms from your life, you understand why you gain more energy? Because you're going to feel lighter, you're going to feel better. I removed 47 kilos from my life, and guess what? I feel much more energetic. I have so much more class now. I feel better, I look better. I understand I talk better too. I talk faster. You understand? I used to love cream so much. I still love it. Although guess what? I stay away from it. I never hate food. I never hate anything in life. I make sure to love everything because that's the only mindset that you need. You need to understand that what you hate is what you must love. You understand? Realize what you hate is what you must love today. Realize I don't know what you hate, although you must love it. You must never hate it, because what you hate has power over you. You never hate anything. You just love everything, and you say, I love everything, but I'll stay away from the cigarettes. I love the cigarettes. I'll just stay away from the cigarettes today. I never hate the cigarettes. Whereas if you hate the cigarettes, you'll then start smoking cigarettes. I never need you to hate alcohol. I never need you to hate anything. I need you to love everything. But guess what? I need you to understand to make sure to make more common sense in life. I need you to understand it's a big difference. I never need you to hate. You understand? I mean, learn not to hate anything. You understand? Bro, you should never hate non-human animals. I mean, you look stupid for hating. You understand? So realize I never hate anything. I'm always making more common sense of my life. I understand that's why I have all the time in the world, all the time. Otherwise, every time I check the time, otherwise the time is now. I understand the time is now to do something much more in terms of growth every single day. I understand that you must be much more faster than you are. I understand that when I read the crowd now, I look at the energy levels. I see who's making a difference much more than the rest. I understand that straight away. I understand every single day. I understand that what's energy today is much more important. You have to understand to go where more energy is every single day. And the people who are giving more energy is what you need to learn. I have so much energy today, you understand? Because that's what you need to do. You need to do the energy of life. I promise you, I'm not hiding anything about I understand that every single day I look at my spotlight, I grab the spotlight because I see the star up there. I understand that this is where stars are made because I understand there's a star up there. You understand? So either way, I'm always growing. I understand the galaxy is in I. I understand everything is in I. I understand that's why I grow. I understand that's why I see who believes in me and who doesn't. I understand that when you don't believe in me, I mean, you don't believe in my energy level. I mean, what is it? I mean, what is it about me? I mean, is it my beard? You don't like my beard? I mean, you don't like my hat? I mean, you don't like the way I dress? I mean, you don't like my success? I mean, either way, you have to understand that I'm always more energetic. I realize that I'm always much more pacing myself into growth. I make sure I'm always learning. I'm learning quick. I realize that either way, my success speaks for itself. You have to understand it speaks loud. Pressure, my success speaks loud. I can see it. I realize that nobody else is saying though anything about it. Although guess what? I understand that anybody who approaches me and respects me, I understand that they will say it. I mean, they'll say, I respect you for what you're doing. Understand? Because why? I realize they admire this. I realize they admire what I do today because they want to be like me. You understand? I realize that when I'm a public speaker and you admire that, you want to be like me, yeah? You have to understand, yeah? You have to understand that what that means is that if you want to be a public speaker today, you want to be just like me today. You understand? Because guess what? You need to be a public speaker. You understand? Because that's what I do. I lead people into public speaking. So if you follow me, you'll become a public speaker today. I promise you. I promise you, if you don't follow me, I promise you may follow somebody else then. I promise you either way, that if you follow my direction, you become my direction. I give you the best direction in the world every single day. I understand that's what's most important. Whereas every single day, I'm always growing and loving more. And I'm always making sure that my energy level and my communication level is much better than yesterday. I understand that when I communicate now, I'm communicating in a way that I understand that my tones are faster and faster and faster, but I have to get more confident and more confident to do so. I understand that when I do that, I understand that I have to be on the microphone to make sure that I'm always communicating better all the time. I realize that my writing does improve my smarts. I understand it helps me plan. I understand it helps me to increase my energy daily. I understand that when I plan daily, I understand I look into my heart, I understand how to really go about life when I plan it. And when I write it down, I understand that's why I grow. I hear this woman in the background, I understand she's singing a song. You have to understand that she's singing somebody else's song. Approach, there's a big difference. I come here, I make my own lyrics, I make my own song. I realize there's no other people that I sing to. You understand? I'll never grab your song and sing it. I sing my own song. I make my own lyrics, I make my own music to it, and then I sing it. And it's original, baby. And you understand why I'm an original? I never need to imitate her who sings somebody else's song. Because somebody else's song doesn't interest me. You understand? That I interest I. You understand? So when you're interesting yourself into singing, you sing your own songs. You write your own lyrics. You make your own music. And then you sing it. And you understand why you're original. I mean, nobody can sing original better than you. You understand? I realize that my beautiful song, You Love Me Babe, you understand that nobody else can sing it as much as I can because it's my lyrics. I realize it's my song. I created the lyrics to it. I created the music to it. Whereas I'm original about it. or else she's singing somebody else's song. I mean, don't be like somebody else. I mean, go create your own music and sing your own song, or else sing your own songs. And you understand why you're original and not a copycat. I mean, do not be a copycat. And do not start singing Titanic, because that's not your song. Or else Titanic is not your song. I mean, do you understand? I mean, go create your own song. I mean, be original, please. I mean, if you sing Titanic song, I mean, you're a copycat then. I mean, don't be a copycat. Understand? I mean, please understand that originality today is much more important. Whereas this here is original. First, nobody else can do this much better than me. First, nobody can do this audio content that I do today, every single day, better than me. First, nobody can do my content better than me. First, that's original. First, this is original content from me. Whereas nobody else is going to hear this except I in my life. Understand? Because I love my music, I love my tones, I love my attitude in life. I don't need anybody else in my life. I understand every single day I'm always growing. I understand where my heart is. I understand I never go singing the Titanic song. I never go singing other people's songs. Because I have my own songs. I write my own songs. I write my own lyrics. I write my own music. Understand? And that's how you become a star. You become a star for originality and not copycatting other people's songs. And not copycatting other people's audios. You don't copy other people's audios. You don't do a copycat version of anything. You understand? You don't be a copycat. You don't do copycatting. You understand? I make up my own words too. You have to understand that they say hummus, I say hummus. I mean, they spell it H-O, I spell it H-U. I love H-U in hummus. I speak like that. I say it's hummus. I love that word. You understand? So either way, I use the words I love. I do what I love. You understand? Because I only love. I never hate. I realize if you do what you hate, or else that's why you're a hater. You understand? I realize haters do what they hate. I do what I love. I realize that's why I get so many haters. Because most of the world are haters and doing what they hate to do. I love to do what I do because I'm a lover. I'm not a hater. I realize every single day I'm always not violent. I'm never violent with anybody. Or else either way, I understand I'm growing one way or another. I understand that's what's important. Or else what's important is understanding the energy level that people are giving. I can listen to her nice, beautiful tones right now. I understand that she's giving a mellow tone. I mean, she's saying here in the tone, hey, I mean, just relax. I mean, just walk around and just enjoy. I mean, me, I'm saying right now you must wake up. Right now, you get it? I realize my tones are really quicker than hers. I'm saying you must wake up with my tones. You must understand that my tones are saying something right here. Because your tones speak louder than words. You have to understand that either way, that my tones are teaching you right now to wake up. You understand? I mean, wake up and be something quick and be something adaptive. You have to understand that tones lead the world. And your tone is how fast you walk today. You understand? Or else tones are everything. Or else every single day your song is either sad or happy. I mean, be the happy one. And be happier than yesterday. So if you want to be happier, you're going to be running all the time. You're always going to be running. You're going to have more energy than everybody else. You understand? You need energy, baby. You have to go where energy is. I provide that every single day. I provide you the tones that you need every single day. I provide you the motivation. I provide you the content. I understand either way, I'm not stupid. You understand? So every single day, I'm always learning more and more about how to grace I and how to give myself more blessings in life. Because I understand what's important. I understand I'm not a sarcastic. I'm very smart today. I understand this goes and helps people. I understand every single day, I go and do much better. I go and make sure that no matter what, I'm always loving life. I'm always making sure they understand that many people are toxic today. Because many people have got nothing to do. I need you to go around people who've got something to do. Because something means somebody who's going to motivate you to success. Because somebody who's going to teach you some skills that you need. You need to learn in your own time. You have to understand that you have to learn the Bible. You have to. You have to learn it. I mean, learn the Bible. I mean, why? I mean, why are you so ignorant? I mean, why are you so ignorant about the Bible? I mean, go learn it. I mean, go teach yourself life itself. So when I learn how to really adapt myself every single day, I'm learning my tones, I'm learning my abilities, I'm learning my skills in front of people, I'm learning how to communicate daily. I understand that Grant Cardone says that if you want to be great, you need a crowd and you need a microphone. Approach, it's that simple. Approach, it's that simple. You need a crowd and you need a microphone to be great. Approach, that's that. Approach, every single day, I understand that's why I'm always here in front of a crowd, aren't I? Because I understand what greatness is. Understand you need to get yourself attention. And it's really in your tones that you understand that I live my life. I use an Apple Watch because I understand for the next hour I'll be here. You understand? I still understand that either way I have 2 hours here max that I can do a nice beautiful public speaking program because I've already done 1 hour. Whereas either way, I understand that's why I'm always growing. I use my Apple Watch to time myself. You understand? Because they complain against me. You understand? So either way, I understand that either way that many people are making laws today to prevent you from doing anything. You understand? Or else they want to prevent you from life itself. You understand? So realize that either way you must understand to never be prevented by anybody and never prevent yourself. I'm never preventing anything, but making sure that you're never preventing other people from doing them. Or else if you're preventing other people from succeeding, or else it's because you're preventing yourself too. Or else understand this, understand that no matter what's happening today, understand that inner world is the world to be in. Or else it's called the inner galaxy of your life. First you have an inner world, and it's called your I. I is everything. I lead. I love life. I understand. I know I. I do I every single day. I love my I. I understand. I focus on my I. I focus on who I am. I focus on my looks. I didn't come here to impress you. I came to impress myself today. I came to love myself today. I didn't come here to love you. I came to love myself. I came here to give everything for myself today. And what you have is what you really understand in terms of life is what you're giving. I'm giving everything. I'm giving everything right now, which is my ideas. I'm always giving ideas. I'm making sure I'm faster. So when I walk today, I make sure I walk faster than other people. I make sure I go at my own pace. I understand that what's important is the learning that you're doing. I promise you now that many people are very slow because they have many barriers in life. I promise you there are many people blocking them in life. I went on Facebook, I blocked 750 people from the crowd. I mean, I blocked 750 people on Facebook from the people I grew up with. I blocked them all. You understand? I block them because guess what? I have a new life now. I have a new life, I have a new legacy. I don't need them. I have something greater. I have to go the new way. I have to go and block all the crowd, all the time. Whereas I'm always blocking people. But guess what? I understand when I block them, I just never talk to them anymore. You understand? So it's a nice, beautiful function to have on Facebook where you can block people to never talk to them. Because understand this, whereas when I block you, I have more time for myself. I always have more time for myself when I block you. I promise you, I'll go my way now. Whereas it's very easy. You understand? I can block you so easily, to understand I'll have more life for myself. You understand? But either way, I understand that I live people now because I have more time for myself every single day. I have no time for other people. I have time for I only. Whereas that if I have time for you, I only have time to lift you. You understand? I never have time to waste your time. Whereas if I waste your time, whereas I'd be wasting my time then. I never waste my time, baby. I go where my value is. I'll go where my beautiful self-worth is. And that's in I today. Whereas it's called inner peace. Whereas it's called inner courage and inner abilities. Whereas it's called inner world. I understand when I go inside, I look at people, I understand how they walk, I understand how they talk, I understand how the sounds around me organize. I understand the singer behind me is also motivating people as well. I'm really motivating much people in terms of life. I'm motivating more people today than ever before because I'm much more of an individual who understands that what a person is today is somebody that must grow in divine nature. I understand either way that I'm motivating more than anybody here right now. I'm motivating people much more than the one, or I'm motivating more people today than the woman who's behind me, who's actually motivating people. You understand? Because it's in the tones today. I understand the tones are really quick. You have to understand the quick tones of life is something that you must learn. You must learn the quick tones of life. I understand that either way, your tones must be faster than somebody else's. I understand that it's really understand how to jiggle with your life. I understand that I'm always rich or better. I understand I'm always making sure I'm more abundant in my life to understand what prosperity is. Because the faster your energy levels, the more you'll live life. Promise you. Promise you every single day, make sure that when you reach 100 years of age, that you can be doing this. Understand? You're ready for life at 100 years of age. You have to have energy, baby, because alcohol takes away energy. I promise you, cigarettes take away energy. I promise you, caffeine takes away energy. I mean, stay away from it. I mean, meat takes away energy. I mean, meat will take away energy too. I stay away from all of that. I mean sugar, in terms of white sugar, I stay away from white sugar. You understand? Because white sugar takes away your energy. I mean Coca-Cola and Fanta and Sprite, that will take away your energy. Stay away from it. You understand? I stick to the soy milk every single day. I have soy milk and water every single day. I can have water and soy milk only. Whereas that's my beautiful diet in terms of drinks. I understand that I can have some coconut water too. Understand? Although I make sure to go and fill myself with carbohydrates and plant protein, because that's what a drink is. You have to understand, every single day I stay away from the iced vanilla. I stay away from vanilla ice in terms of ice cream. I stay away from cakes because that takes away your energy. I stay away from anything like McDonald's and KFC because there's no energy in that. But what you feed yourself daily is how you look like, and is how you feel like, and is how you're doing your life today. You have to understand, it's also nutrition, and it's also diet. Or else diet is the number one killer of the world, but it's also the number one leader of the world. You understand? Whereas now understand this, that more people are dying today from diets than leading in diets. You understand? Whereas more people are dying through diets because they're not organizing their mindset through learning. Otherwise, every single day, that audio that you listen to is a diet. Probably what you eat today is a diet. Probably what you watch is a diet. Probably how you feel is a diet. Your schedule today is a diet. The better your schedule, and the better your time, and the better your audio and video and words today, in terms of the better your words today, you understand, the better your diet. I can understand your diet as long as I see life. I'm always seeing life today. I'm never blocking my sides. I understand who everybody is. I understand who has a great diet today. I understand who has a better diet than the next individual. Whereas we're all individuals, and I call us individuals because everybody's unique and everybody's organizing something different. I understand that when I look at people, I can see how they feel about me every single day. I can see their energy. You have to be fast. You have to be proactive. You have to understand that you have to be productive. You have to be quick. You have to be quicker. You have to be quicker than that. You have to understand every single day, I'm always quick to understand who has more love for me than the rest. I have more love for myself. I give more love for myself than anybody else. You understand? Otherwise, I make sure to prevent suicide. I prevent myself from committing suicide. I prevent myself from having a harder lifestyle. I prevent myself from having no time. I prevent myself from having no freedom. I prevent myself from getting violence. I stay away from nightclubs now because I don't want to get violence. I stay away from casinos because I don't want to get violence. Otherwise egotistical people attack me. You understand? So I stay away from those egotistical people at casinos and pubs and bars. I don't need to go nightlife anymore because I understand that's where I may cause violence because somebody else hit me or something. Or else I never cause violence either way. Or else if you hit me today, I'll let you hit me. I'm more of a man that way. You understand? So understand either way, I'm always developing myself. You don't have no reason for attacking me. You understand? Because either way, I understand I'm always developing, I'm always understanding much more freedom, I'm understanding much more empathy. I understand that when I talk, I have leadership quality today. Because look at my energy. My energy is up. I'm always loving life. I have so much more to do. I have so much more to say. I have so much more to be. I have so much more to look forward to in life. In a sense, because I understand what's important is that when I look at somebody, I can see their energy levels. I understand that when I look at people, I can imitate them too. I understand that I imitate I only. Because I understand I'm focusing on my direction. I'm very fast today. I'm very fast and adaptive. You understand? Or is that either way, or is that if you imitate other people, you become like other people. You have to understand, you never imitate other people, you imitate yourself. You never walk like the crowd. Walk faster than the crowd today. Walk faster than them. Don't copy them. Don't copy the crowd. Copy yourself. You understand? Copy and make sure you understand yourself. Because those who are copycats of themselves understand to become original. Copycats of other people are just copycats and they're not original. So never copycat anybody but yourself. Understand? Copy yourself. Don't copyright anything other than you. Or if you're going to create something, make it yours. Put your face on it and say, this is mine. I created this. And that's original. You become original by creating video and audio and writing today. One of those ones are going to make you. And then you understand that you're going to do all three. I started with writing, and then I went with audio, and then I went with video. You understand? I go all three every single day. I understand that when I see people and I look at people and how they look at me, I understand their energy level straight away. I understand who's actually very influenced by me and who's not. I understand who's influencing me and who's not. I understand who I'm influencing and who I'm not. Understand? I influence I the most though. I understand that I influence I, so I don't have to influence you. I influence myself today. I understand that I'm influencing myself today. I'm not here to influence you. I'm here to influence myself. And then you just pick up my inspiration about how I influence myself today. Because today is a talk with myself today. I'm talking with myself. Understand? Because I'm here for myself today. I'm here to lead myself. So that's why I'm talking for myself today. I'm not even talking for you today. I'm talking for myself. You understand? Because I have to grow. So when I grow, I do a peak performance. I make sure I give a performance of a lifetime. Because there's nobody else better than me in life. I promise you, every single day, I'm always giving more and more of what I need to give to make sure I deliver myself to greatness. Or else when I go to greatness, I understand that's why I'm free. Or else today's message is I is everything. I promote I today. I understand that when I promote I, or else that's why I'm going to succeed every single day, and I'm always successful more and more. I understand that's why I'm really leading with my nice, beautiful tones today. Because if you're not inspired by my tones, I mean, what's going to inspire you then? I promise you, Jesus Christ will inspire you with His information if you go and look at it. I promise you, what interests you in life is what inspires you. I promise you, either way, you have to understand that if something is eye-catching, or else it's inspirational. Or else whatever catches my eye is inspirational. I promise you, every single day, I make sure to look more upbeat. I look to impress myself today. I didn't come here to impress you. I didn't come here to impress you today. I came to impress myself. I came to love myself today. I just give you the value of my life and how I live my life. And if you wish to get inspired in terms of life, or else in terms of life to get more inspiring, understand that I can inspire you every single day with my energy. Whereas my energy is something important today. Whereas now I understand that when I go and say, and now I understand I go where my eye is. I go and lift myself daily. I understand that when I do that, I'm always much more inspiring daily. I'm always inspiring myself. I'm aspiring to be more. And now when I aspire to be more, I always do it now. I do it now because to aspire to do something is to try. Understand? And to aspire to do something is to do it now. So understand, to have more action in your life. You have more action in terms of investment in yourself. You understand, to invest in yourself daily, and you'll become the greatest investment of your life, because that's what number one traits do in life. Mashallah, anybody who's the number one trait in life loves themselves. Mashallah, I love myself so much because I'm the number one trait of life. I say I'm the number one leadership skill of life, because that's what I consider myself to be. So when I consider myself that, or else my opinion above all, or else it's my opinion against yours. And now I understand that I'm never against you, I'm just going my way over you. Understand? Because when I go my way, I'm always convinced of myself, I'm always convincing myself of a greater life. Understand? Because I'm never convinced, I'm always convincing only. Or else if somebody becomes convinced, or else they're never convinced. But if somebody becomes convincing, or else now somebody may be inspiring them, and it may be them. And it's probably them, and it is them. You understand? Because that's the only way somebody gets inspired in terms of inspirational. And it's because of themselves and not because of anything else. Whereas now, if I inspire you to get on a microphone today, whereas it's not because of I, or else it's because of you. Or it's because you want to do that. You understand? So I understand that's why I'm here. I'm promoting that. I'm promoting public speakers today. You understand? I promote public speakers today. I stand for public speakers. Whereas that's why I'm here promoting my name, because I stand for public speakers today. Whereas if you want to be a public speaker, I mean, come and join them. I mean, come and join me every single day. You understand why I'm inspirational? Because I'm a public speaker. Or else if you don't find public speakers inspirational, I mean, that means what? Or else that means that you'll probably never become a public speaker then. So understand that either way, you must public speak to live life. I understand that when I live life, I motivate myself the most. I understand that nobody else is satisfied with I. Or else nobody else is done with I. Or else although I'm not done with I, I'm not satisfied with I, but guess what? I love I. Whereas now I have to be satisfied with I. I understand that if I'm dissatisfied with I grow my I. Whereas now you can be, I can say this now. I can say that you can be dissatisfied with yourself, and you can be satisfied with yourself and grow. You have to understand that either way, you must understand to grow yourself either way. You must understand that either way, the most of life today is not doing the best. You understand? Because guess what? I'm doing the best I can today because I understand that I am important. I understand that's why I'm here today, to grow myself and to grow thyself in front of people, because I understand what's interesting. I understand it's called public speaking. I understand it's really understanding public speaking today. I understand that's why it's very interesting to understand that when I live my life, I live it much better, I live it differently, I live it in a different manner, I have a different mannerism about it, I have a different opinion, I have a different advice, and I'm just giving advice today. Whereas you never have to take my advice, but you listening to me now means you are already. Whereas either way, that once I say something, or else it's in your brain forever. You understand? Whereas once I give you a sentence, I promise you can never remove that sentence unless you kill yourself. So realize that my advice giving here today is something that's going to lift you only. Because understand that's why I'm lifting myself today. Or else if I give you inspiring, or else if I give you uninspiring words today, I realize it's because why? Or else that means that I'd be uninspiring. So I have to give you some nice, beautiful, uplifting words today to lift myself. I realize that it's no game here. I'm not playing a game. I realize that the game here is called smarts only. I'm giving you how to be smart. So when I give you how to be smart, I become smarter. I realize when I lift you, I lift I. I realize if I kick you down, I mean, that means I'd be kicking myself down. I realize if I hit you, or somebody else is going to hit me. You understand? So realize that what you do in life for others is what you do for yourself. What you do for others is what you're doing for yourself. Whereas now it's more likely to understand that if you do it for others, you do it for yourself. You never do it for others, you do it for you. Whereas now if somebody like your biological parents want you to go somewhere, but it's not the best decision, you say no. You say no, I've got something better to do than that. Understand? Because guess what? You are in your best interest today. You must be your best interest. You must understand what a best interest is. For sure, anything that's the best interest today is compound interest. Or else it's called tactics. Or else it's called making sure you're planning and strategizing your life to succeed. Faster and faster and faster. I mean, don't waste a day. I mean, make sure your days are never wasted. I mean, make sure you're never wasting your day. You understand? So understand that every single day, you may have a lot of communication in your life. Well, then make sure you're talking, or else you make sure that you're talking in a way that's more presence, nature. You must understand to never talk past tense, because anybody who talks past tense are alcohol dwellers. I mean, they talk about last week. I mean, did you see last week? I mean, what happened now? You have to understand. Guess what? I never care about last week. I care about today. I don't care about hangovers anymore, because I understand a hangover is people talking about last year and how good the memories were. And last year, in terms of the decade ago, and 20 years ago, and they're always stuck in the past, because they don't like today. Or as they are very slow today because they're doing drugs. Understand? So I get off the alcohol because I understand that's why I'm growing. I understand that's why I'm doing much better. I understand that's why I'm loving life much more. Because I understand that I have something more than slang as well. I realize that either way, I understand I'm always improving my communication skills today. I understand that my communication skills is lifting people. I understand that's why I'm lifting myself. I understand as long as I'm lifting myself today, I promise you people are inspired. I promise you nobody else here can really go against me. I promise you nobody can go against me. You have to understand, it's really, I never go against I. I understand that when I grow my heart out, I grow myself in terms of ways that I've never done before, because you have to go the new way. You have to understand to find the new way every single day, because that's what I do. I go the new way. I do it in front of the crowd differently. I do it in front of different crowds. You understand? I'm always here eventually. I'm always right now. You understand? Because guess what? I understand that to be something is to be a being. And to be a being is to be spiritual. And to be spiritual is to be growing. And to be growing is to be rich and abundant. And to be rich and abundant is to help people through public speaking. Do you agree? Whereas every single day, I make sure to always give those people a nice, beautiful helping hand through my tones. I give them tones daily. I'm always making sure that everybody around me is prospering through my information. And now my tones are my inspiration and my motivation. I mean, it's powerful. I mean, my tones are powerful. You have to understand that my tones are something that's going to lift you. And no matter how big you are, man, you have to understand that sometimes bigger is not better. You have to understand that either way, I'm more effective. I'm the smartest man alive today. You have to understand. I'm the smartest human being today. You have to understand. I consider myself one. understand? I consider myself the smartest today. You understand? Because I have to be the smartest in my life. You understand? I have to be the smartest in my life all the time. I understand? That's why that either way, I realize either way, my world is my whole world. I realize, I understand either way, I'm always growing my whole world. I realize that's why I'm very smart. I realize anybody who's smarter than yesterday is much better. I realize when you become smarter than yesterday, you understand me, you understand why you must grow, you understand why I'm always influencing, because it's smart to do so. I realize I do what smart people do. I go and influence. I go and influence quickly. I make sure it's abundant. I make sure it's quick. I make sure to use my hand gestures in the way that I'm looking at people. I look at their eyes. I understand to direct with my nice beautiful communication methods in terms of my body language, to look at people in the eyes and to see different faces and just to really understand people. Whereas now when I understand people and who they are, I understand I always have a new interest when I look a new way. Whereas when I look a new way, I learn some new communication skills. Whereas I always learn some new communication skills with my signals that I give, because I understand that hand signals make life. You understand? Because anything that makes life is something inspiring. Whereas it's something that you understand that when you're moving your hands around like this, whereas it sounds that you're much more interested and you're really pacing yourself to communicate better when you're public speaking in a way to move your nice beautiful hand gestures. You have to understand you have to speak faster and faster, although understand to go and breathe much more as you speak. You have to understand that when I was a smoker, I promise you that I have to catch my breath even more. You have to understand that anybody who's a smoker today is somebody who has to catch their breath longer and longer throughout life. You have to understand that either way, understand this, you never be a smoker. I promise you they suffocate while they public speak. I promise you anybody who's a smoker of a cigarette suffocates while they public speak. I never suffocate because I've got all the breath in the world to give you 1 minute of words without a breath. I can public speak because that's energy. You understand? Because anything that takes away your air or your airways, in terms of your airways, brush your cigarettes take away your airways. And that means, you understand, that means that you never smoke cigarettes in the first place. You have to understand that alcohol drains your energy. Brush your cigarettes drain your energy. I promise you it's not good. I promise you I'm good, because I understand I never smoke cigarettes. Understand? I understand that it's a bad habit to smoke cigarettes because I've been there. Although guess what? I'm here now. I understand that it's something that I've learned over time because I can see it now. I can see it. So anything that I see is my eye only. I understand that what I know today is I know I, and that's that. Whereas I understand that's what's important today. I understand I have to communicate, I have to function, I have to make sure I'm fast and proactive every single day. To understand you must have a high energy level, sir, to understand why you're going to be great. Because those who are very slow today, I mean, they're very slow. I mean, what are you going to do, man? I mean, you have to have some fast energy in you every single day. You have to be fast, you have to be proactive, you have to understand that McDonald's is not going to be, I'm approaching, McDonald's is not going to give you energy. You understand? Approach that McDonald's put some oil on the beef or something and that's that. Approach the oil doesn't give you energy. Approach it's all fat. Approach that's not good. Approach I'm always good. I'm making sure I'm making a greater world. Whereas now my world is always greater, and that's all I have to change. I just change I today. I never have to change you. Or I never have to change you in my life. I'll change myself every single day. I understand my better life. I understand my better freedom. And if you're inspiring about that, you understand why I'm inspired in terms of why I'm inspiring all the time. I'm always inspiring I today because I understand that my freedom is how I speak, and how I speak is how I influence with my body gestures every single day. I understand that when people show me the rule of how they walk and how they talk and how they sing, I can understand the nice beautiful tone gestures. I can understand the silence in between the gaps too, because where are the silence right now? Well, it's somewhere out there. I can hear the silence too. Even though there is sound, I realize the silence is showing me silence even though there is sounds involved. Understand? So I'm listening to the sound, or I'm listening to the silence of life more so than the sounds. Whereas now the sounds are something that is really progressing. And now the sounds that you hear now today, or it's something that's motivating you. Or it's something that's motivating you. I understand that her sounds, in terms of her singing, is giving me this nice beautiful tone right now. And she's understanding that no matter what, that you must also relax and enjoy, because that's how she feels. Understand? I realize that's how she feels. So she sings how she feels. Understand? So I talk how I feel. I talk how I feel right now. But I'm way faster than her, because she's singing a mellow tone. Because that's a mellow tone. I speak very fast. I speak right now. I speak, hey, I mean, wake up. I mean, it's not time to relax. I mean, it's time to grow. You have to grow yourself. I mean, quick. I mean, there's no time to relax today. You have to understand that if you relax, I mean, you're going to grow. Understand? Unfortunately, I have no time to relax other than to grow. Unfortunately, anything that's growing me today is really quick. Whereas you have to be quick. You have to understand that there is no time to relax today. I mean, quickly understand to grow yourself every single day. I mean, grow. I mean, just be into yourself. I mean, if you're just always relaxing, man, I mean, where are you going with your life? Am I relaxing today? I promise you, I'm relaxing my growth though. I'm growing and relaxing. Although many people are just relaxing and not growing, man. I mean, they're just walking around, man. I mean, they've got all the time in the world. I mean, I love my phone, but guess what my phone does? Or else it helps me to put this on YouTube. So I'm doing something productive. I'm making sure I'm building a future for myself every single day. But my future happens now. I make sure I'm very quick. I'm very proactive. Although, look at my energy levels. I'm really fast. You have to understand, look at the crowd. I mean, I look at the crowd. I mean, I see this guy. I understand he's trying to be faster. I understand either way that there are many slower people than him. I mean, I see people walking very slow. I mean, they got no life in them. I understand that when I talk to you, I mean, listen to my tones. I mean, do you hear my tones? I mean, how fast is that? I mean, do you hear? I mean, that's motivational, yeah? I mean, every single day. I mean, go and look at my YouTube channel and you'll find out how I motivate people. I mean, it's Danny Milivojevic. Or else you can go and check me out for the next 72 years. I'll lead you and your kids every single day. I mean, I'll teach you how to communicate. I mean, look at my communication skills. I'm really fast, man. I'm really fast. I can rap, I can do anything. Or else either way, understand that when I rap, I have to practice more and more. Understand that although that I go to my eye. Understand. Or else either way, I'm always talking about something. I'm always doing something to make sure that everybody is accountable. Or else when everybody is accountable, understand I always rap like a rap god. Or else when I rap like a rap god, understand Eminem has nothing on I. Understand that's why I'm always growing in my definite nature of who I am. Because I understand that's why I grow and my popularity is growing. Because I'm fast about it. I understand that's why I'm always making sure that I'm a rap god and a rap god. Because I understand that's why I rap. I rap in a kind of way that it's so smart, but it's also in Jesus Christ because I understand who I am every single day. I understand that when I do something very fast, I understand that rap god has nothing on I. Whereas I'm always something much greater. Understand? Because guess what? Or else now, you have to understand that I'm not walking like that. Because I understand myself. I understand to go my way. Because I understand if you go their way, you become like them. Whereas if you come my way, I teach you how to become my way. Whereas you have to understand. You have to understand. I never touch other people though. I never touch other people. You have to understand. I love you. I love you anyway. I love you anyway. I love you anyway. I love you anyway. I promise you, I'll teach you why I don't touch you. Because Jesus will never kill you. And understand that either way, that if I never touch other people, but guess what? I never touch other people. But I realize I can do that. I realize either way, I understand that I communicate to you like that because if I have to touch you, or else it means I can kill you. Or else now, because I never touch you, I never will kill you, will I? You understand? Because understand that Jesus Christ will talk to you like this. Or else now, because I never touch you in the first place, I mean, why would I get a gun? Or else now, anybody who's willing to touch you and bash you is one that's ready to get a gun and kill you too. You too. I thank you. I know worries. You have to understand that no matter what, I am here for the next 72 years, so let me be a mentor. I thank you. Or else either way, I understand I'm always growing. So anybody who is really interested in my communication is understanding how to motivate themselves because it's fast talking that's going to make it in life. You have to understand it's really fast-paced tones. You have to understand the tones are really quick. And guess what? That's motivational. When you hear my tones every single day, you understand why you follow me all the time because I'll convince you how to do my tones in my life. Understand? Because that's something very quick. I understand that when I'm very quick about life, I understand that's why I'm always public speaking. Whereas now, in Toastmasters, I realized they said, don't move so much your hands. Whereas they're very slow people. I love to move my hands. I realize it's very quick. I realize when a nice beautiful symphony is going on, I realize they're going like this, aren't they? You understand? Because I'm always doing a nice beautiful symphony here too. You understand? Because I'm very quick about my life. I'm understanding to really never aggravate myself because I understand you never aggravate anything in life, but I understand to never aggravate yourself. You understand? Because I'm always quick like that. I'm always quick to understand what's so important in life. I understand it must be you. I understand it must be something great. You have to understand that when you're moving your body gestures around, you understand why Muhammad Ali goes on, or as Muhammad Ali goes inside of the ring and on the ring and he's just dancing like this. And why is he dancing? Because nobody can touch him. Whereas nobody can touch Muhammad Ali when he's moving around and dancing. But I realize if you're always like this, man, whereas when you're like this and you're just, on the floor and you're not dancing, I realize it doesn't go. Whereas there's a big difference between somebody who's dancing, you understand, and prancing around the ring while they punch you, while somebody who's just standing like this. What are they doing? You understand? So realize you have to be prancing even around public speaking. You have to talk around, you have to look at the crowd, you have to understand to suss the crowd out, because fingers talk. You understand? Fingers, they talk. I can go like this, I can suss out everybody. You understand? So when your fingers talk, I realize physicality talks too. You understand? So realize either way that my book here is nice and done. You have to understand that I'm always writing more books anyway. I realize either way, understand that my EQ skills must be more important. But if you want to write a book today, you have to understand you write a journal first. I realize every single day I write a journal, I write a chapter of my life every single day. I realize today's date is what? I realize I'll go and write in my journal. I say today's the day of this day, and this is what happened. And this is what is happening around. You understand? And I'll just talk about everything. Whereas now, anything that happens right now is happening now. Or that anything that happened must happen now. You have to understand, you never get stuck in the past, you get stuck in the moment. And when you get stuck in the moment, you understand why you're living reality, you'll be fast about it, you'll be fast to understand why you need to do better and better and better. You have to be quick, you have to understand you have to adapt, you have to be something much more than yourself all the time. You have to understand, I'm always inspirational like that. Understand, that's why I'm always much more fascinated about my life today. Understand, that's why I'm always dancing now. I'm dancing because I understand that when I communicate this way, and I move my nice beautiful body language, I'm also getting an exercise while I speak. And it makes a difference when I public speak this way, because it teaches me to speak faster and faster with body language. Whereas if you always like this, as Toastmasters is teaching me, and they're teaching me just to have my hands like this all the time. Whereas how boring is this? Whereas you have to understand that I move around because I'm much more excited than just having my hands by my side like that. Whereas that doesn't help. Whereas you have to understand that it helps to do it the first time to see how it is, and then understand to just move around quick, and to move around quickly. And to understand you have to adapt yourself much more to potential and who you are in daily life, and understand to grow yourself. I promise you that moving around is the fundamental basis of motion. So anybody who is motional in life is also in motion of life, and when they're in motion in life, you have to understand they're moving and creating more of life. And they're moving and they're becoming younger throughout time. So no matter what, when I go and live my life every single day, I'm always looking at what I can do much more to help your life. And that way I understand to help myself through body language right now, because I understand communication skills is body language. So the faster my body language while I speak to you, I realize that's how I understand to go and speak faster every single day. So understand no matter what, you must always communicate faster and faster and faster to understand why it's going to be more motivational when you do. You understand? Because the more you can speak in a fast sense, the more motivated you're going to be. So when you look at Rap God, for example, with Eminem, the guy is always, you understand? The guy is always very quick in his communication. So that's very inspirational. First, it's very inspirational when Eminem starts to rap really fast. And why is that? Because he's giving you some nice, beautiful, inspirational content right there that's going to lift yourself up in terms of tones. Because your tones are everything. So when you hear the song Rap God by Eminem, you understand why he raps so quickly. Because he's so motivated about life. You understand? Because that's why. Whereas you have to understand, when I speak like this, I'm motivated about life too. Or to understand, you have to speak quickly. You have to understand that quick pace scenarios is what happens much better. Because anything that's quick today, you must understand that you must always be aware of your silence in between the gaps too. You must be aware of the crowd around you as you prance around on stage and while you're doing something. Very inspirational every single day. I understand that's why I'm very important today. I understand that's why I have something to give every single day. I understand that's why I'm always much more of a leader. I have no time for women because I have time for my career only. I'm always something much more without women. I'm better without women. You understand? Whereas every single day I'm always focusing on myself, because I understand a woman doesn't teach me anything. Whereas I'm always growing every single day, because I understand that's why I'm doing much better. I'm always single because I understand that is the way I love it. I love to be single. I love to understand my individuality. I understand that I have no shame about being single. every single day. I understand that when I'm single, I'm doing much greater every single day because I understand I'm always in the spotlight. I grab the spotlight daily. I understand that's why I'm very fast, I'm very proactive, I'm very productive, as Brian Tracy says, because I understand that he says you must be disciplined because anybody who has a great measure of discipline has a great way of life. So understand that a great way of life means more discipline every single day. I mean, find some more discipline in your life and you understand greater habits and you understand that's why I grow. I understand I grow differently all the time. I grow in a different sense all the time. I'm growing my acting career. I'm growing my comedy career. I'm growing my comedy career and acting career through writing scripts. So when I write the script of comedy, I understand I can talk it better. I understand I have to plan comedy skills. I have to comedy my life around in a way that I'm always different all the time. I have to be quick about my pace and my punctual reactions to life. And when I do that, I'm always different about my words. I'm using different words all the time because that's what motivates me. Whereas the same aspects of life don't motivate me. I'm always using different aspects of life. I'm looking at different people. I'm looking at different circumstances. I'm looking at different crowds. I'm traveling in different places. I'm doing something different that I've never done before. I understand that's why I'm always motivational. I understand that's why I'm focusing on my body language while looking at you. I understand that's why I'm speaking better and better because I always focus on the eye as well. I understand that's why I'm always looking at growth. I'm always looking to understand the crowd around me and get some more images and get some more inspirational content daily because I understand that inspirational content is what? Well, it's called tones. You need some tones today. And you have to understand that anything that's called tones is understanding that I'm giving you tones today. And my tones is how I motivate you. You have to listen to my speaking tones right now. You have to understand I'm very fast about how I speak today. I'm very fast about my communication. Whereas my communication must inspire you. Because if you're not inspired by my communication, you have to understand it's really, I'm inspiring you right now through the tones I'm giving you every single day. Whereas she's giving you tones as well. You can hear her, thank you. Whereas every single day, I'm always making sure that my tones are measuring up in a better way. I understand that is why I'm growing. I understand that I have to push myself to grow. I have to push myself to talk faster and faster and faster. I understand that when I do that, I'll go and do much better as a human. Whereas now I'm a human who is a divine being. I understand that when I go and do much better, I understand there's always much more to do. I understand there's always much more to be. I understand you must be working faster. You must be also much more athletic, and more agility is the way to go every single day. But you have to be present in the moment to improve your communication skills because here I am moving so much. And why am I moving so much? Because I have to get the words to give you. You understand? I have to really be quick about those words. I have to give you those words quickly so I can inspire you. Whereas now when I inspire you, I grow. Whereas when I inspire myself, I grow. So the more I give you, the more I grow and the more inspirational I am. So that's why I'm always developing myself and looking at different methods of communicating every single day because I understand that no matter what, I'm always different in my communication daily because that's what is important. I understand it's very important to do so every single day, that you understand that communication is key to empower people, to lift them up every single day because you have to lift people up and you have to lift yourself up. To understand greatness every single day is leadership, so anybody who's lifting up people every single day are the ones who are more energy. Whereas anything that's more energy today is lifting up more of the world that you live in. So understand to go where the energy is every single day. I understand every single day to go that direction. I understand that's why I communicate better now. I understand that's why I look at the tones and the people around me. I understand that's why I can see people and what they're saying about and I understand. I realize and I understand that no matter what, that if I make a mistake, I'll go back to my eye. I understand that's why I communicate daily in front of people. I understand that's why I'm really quick. I understand that's why I'm really understanding growth right now because I put my effort into it. And so I put my effort into it and I really invest in my effort daily. I understand that's why I'm really quick about my life. I understand that's why I understand I'm always communicating differently to understand that's why I have more empathy skills. I have more courage and abilities to give you every single day. I thank you very much, boss. I thank you. I love you. Every single day I never touch other people because I never want to kill them. And so I realize either way I'm always much more developing every single day. I understand that's why I'm always growing. I understand that's why I always feel more. I feel more. I understand that's why I have more energy. I understand that's why I'm always drinking soy milk before my public speaking program because it gives me the nice beautiful burnout in terms of the proteins. I probably should get the proteins from the soy milk and the carbohydrates and also the natural sugars in the soy milk. Gives me lots of energy and then I just go and public speak. You understand? Because I'm always grabbing that soy milk, I'm always drinking different ones. You understand? So I'm always, I go 5-star food. And I stay at 5 out of 5. I'm always 5 out of 5. You Understand? I'm always 5 out of 5. I'm always making sure I'm always growing. I'm always different than before. Making sure that I'm always looking at myself and who is actually giving me attention, because those who give me attention, I give them attention every single day. You understand? Because that's what's important. You have to understand that every single day I'm always different about my life. I'm different about how I react. I'm different about my circumstances, although it's discomfort to push yourself to grow in front of people. And the more you grow, and the more you do, and the more you be, and the more you give, I realize the more you receive, and the more you reap, and the more you sow. You understand? Whereas it's all about more today. Whereas that's why it's more inspirational to understand that either way you connect the dots together. I understand that's why you go and do much greater than before. I understand that's why it's much more important that you understand to do so right now. Whereas when you do so right now, I understand that's why I'm always much more than yesterday. I understand that's why I go and promote myself more than anybody. I understand either way, I'm much more important than anything else in life, because that's why I need you to also be important. Whereas now when I go and understand that each and every single day, I go and communicate daily, I understand that's why I'm so much more. I realize it's so important. But guess what? I realize that when you're with your dad and parents, you have to understand that either way, that you have to rise up to the occasion, because I understand that when I grew up with my biological parents, I look up to them. You understand? I realize there's somebody much more. Whereas now, when there's somebody much more, you understand that you're much more. Or to understand that it's not just your biological parents that's going to lift you. You have to understand that eventually they're going to leave you. And you have to understand that you must go and understand to grow without them. You have to understand that either way, that your biological parents may pass away. So guess what? I realize you must not break yourself. You must not die. You must grow either way, because never feel sorrow for anything. You have to understand that either way, everything is eternal and everything has an afterlife. And I promise you that afterlife is now. I promise you everything is now. I promise you everything is happening now. I promise you there's always a better world than this. I promise you there's always a better world, because you must believe in a better world to understand why we're going to have a better world. Understand? Because those people who understand courage and determination every single day to live their life are the ones really prospering every single day. I promise you they are not denying themselves. You have to understand that you must not deny yourself. You must be quick about your pace and your communication. You must give it your best every single day, or else your best interest is in your favor. You understand? You must understand your best interest in life. I mean, what is it? Or else it must be you. You have to understand, you must be your best interest every single day. I understand I'm my best interest, and that's why I'm doing a nice beautiful promotion with myself today. You understand? Because I understand that way I always grow. I focus on myself more than everybody else. I understand that's why I'm always developing my communication skills. I'm always developing myself in one way or shape or form. You have to understand I'm always looking at different ways of communication, because I understand that when I communicate something differently each and every single time, I'm doing it much better than yesterday. I understand every single day I do something the same, or else it's not worth it anymore. Or else it's not worth to do anything the same anymore. Or else you don't do it the old way that you've done it before. Or else you go the new way and you'll find a new pattern, and you'll find a new habit arrangement, and you understand a new schedule, and you understand new time management skills, and you understand new ideas, and you understand new people, and you understand a new world, and you understand new countries, and you understand everything is new in terms of Jesus Christ too. In a sense, to realize either way that the newer you become, the newer version of yourself you're going to become, and the better version you're going to look like. In a sense, so understand it's about newer version today, and it's about better versions today. In a sense, so anything that's a better version is actually living life to the fullest. So understand, always live your life to the fullest, and understand that is the only way to do it. Understand? Because I'm always looking for a new way. I'm always looking for a new foundation. I build foundations with my bricks, and my bricks are my wisdom. And it's the words I give you every single day, and it's also what I do daily. I have to understand that what I do daily is so important. To understand that when I mix my words with you, I understand only to lift you up. I understand that's why I'm always lifting myself up in the mixture of my texture, which is my words. Understand that texture is everything when you understand to grow. You understand every single day to use the words and abundance that you have, and to also just achieve more. You understand that's why we're all about achieving more. I mean, you must be that. You must be understanding that more is always gracious, and those who understand more always have more on the plate. First, you understand that more on the plate means more responsibility, and it means more leadership, and it means more leading others, and more scenarios about traveling the world, and more freedom and everything. Understand? So understand to go where the more is, and go and do what more value is every single day, and understand that value is freedom and courage and ability every single day to promote your name. And when you promote your name daily, you understand to be quick about it. You must be quick about your life every single day. You must understand why freedom is popular. You understand? Because everybody loves to be free. You understand? So be popular too. Or else you have to understand to be popular too. You have to understand that every single day that when you're popular, you'll be freedom. as well, and understand that is how you create attention through popularity, which is now. Understand every single day you have to get up in front of people, you have to be popular and create the attention that you deserve every single day, because you have to grab the spotlight daily. You have to understand that the same way you go to a 9-to-5 job is the same way you come to speak up in front of people and grab the attention. And you understand that when you go and grab the attention, you understand that your ego is here, although guess what, your ego is right now, and guess what, you have no ego when you understand to label it every single day, because that's what I do. I understand that either way, I understand and I see that no matter what, you go and grab everything in your power to understand that no matter what, you're still motivational and you still grow, because I'm not the ego. I understand that either way, I'm always growing my ego in terms of my life, although I'm not the ego. I'm never growing the ego, I'm overcoming the ego. I realize every single day, I'm always looking for a nice, beautiful method to communicate faster and faster and faster, because that's what a motivation does. Or anybody who's faster in life is more adaptive and quick and more of an entrepreneur, because you have to learn those words every single day. You have to learn the ideas of life. You have to learn something for nothing. You have to understand that when you're quick about your words, you're going to learn about how fast you can do it in. You're going to learn that information is key to your life. I'm pretty sure anybody who's really fast about their words are also people who are leading faster than everybody else, because energy is everything. So understand that when your energy, in terms of an energy, or when you're an energy freak, every single day you understand why you're a vegan too. And when you become a vegan, you also be a greater public speaker, and you have more energy to do public speaking, and you understand that athleticism is more energy. So anybody who's more athletic and feeling much greater than before are ones that love life much more. Understand that's what skills is. Understand that's what empathy and courage is every single day, because it's called body language too. You have to understand it's really about making sure that you love your life daily, because every single day you have to be more aware about your life, you have to be more aware about what's happening around you, because that way you're going to understand what fast energy is. Personally, when I keep myself moving around life really quickly and I look around to see who's watching and to understand that I am always doing much better to understand my eye. I understand that's my eye principle. I'm always looking differently and differently and differently to a new crowd, so I can see new faces all the time and see beautiful people. Because I understand when I see beautiful people, I lift them up all the time. I understand I'm always beautiful like that. I understand I'm always making sure that I lift my life with ideas. I understand when I have ideas, I understand there's more and more information to give all the time. I understand every single time I can give some ideas, I understand I give you more than you deserve. You understand? Because I get more like that. I understand that's why I go and promote my name. I understand that's why I go public speak more and more. I understand that I'm never slow about anything. You understand? I have to grow on my own. I can never grow with somebody else. I can never grow at your pace. I have to grow at my pace. I may be faster than you in my growth, so realize that if I'm faster than you, I'll never grow with you then. Understand? I realize if you're faster than me, I'll come and learn from you. I realize that's how it is. I have to go where the fastest learners of the planet are, because I understand that's what is important every single day. I understand it's called growth. I understand it's called learning fast every single day. You must learn fast. You must understand ability is strong when you understand that you must grow in your strength every single day. You must grow your strength. Do you understand? Because wisdom is strength today, and the wisdom of life is the biggest muscle. Whereas anybody who has more wisdom today has also everything that they need. You understand? Sometimes the biggest freakzillas of the planets, in terms of the biggest muscles, are also the stupidest. Understand? I promise you, they're not leading as many people. For sure, either way, I'm always leading people. You have to understand that I'm always doing much greater. Understand? I'm always doing greater than those freakzillas out there. Understand? I'm more than a freakzilla. I'm more than everything. Understand? I'm more than everything, because I understand I believe in myself all the time. I understand that's why I'm really quick about what I do and what I say. I'm really quick about the spotlight, grabbing attention every single day. I understand that's why I'm a public speaker. I understand that's why I'm really growing daily. I understand that's why I'm always making sure to love my life all the time, because I deserve more. I deserve more. I deserve more. I deserve more. I always deserve more, because I understand that's why I live life. I live life to the fullest all the time. I understand that's why I'm quick about my life. I understand to always just make sure I'm always looking at the crowd in one way, shape or form, because I understand that's why I have to do it differently all the time, because I understand that when I say at the same time, I understand that you never do it at the same time. You go different ways, and you have to understand when I look at the crowd, I look at them in a new idea and in a new fashion. I make sure to go and make a new fashion statement every single day. I make sure to look different all the time. I make sure to always make sure that I'm adapting my change and my quickness every single day to life. I understand that when I do that, I go and give my best performance every single day, and I grow myself, and I grow every single day. I outgrow myself all the time. I'm giving my key, which is my heart, and which is my information. And understand that when you grow your heart, you grow your information. And that's it. I promise you, the more you read, or else the bigger your heart. Understand? So understand every single day, you're always growing your I. Understand I is very important today. Understand that with my communication skills, I'm always growing my I. I always have something to say. I always have more to say daily than ever before. I have to be quicker. I have to understand that public speaking is quickness and it's agility and strength that you need every single day, which is information. So every single day, I'm always giving ideas. I'm always doing something of public speaking nature and ability to understand that I'm on the microphone all the time because I understand I love to inspire people. Or else I love to inspire people because I wake up inspiring every single day. I'm inspiring I all the time. Understand? I'm always inspiring I. I'm always making sure I grow. I'm always making sure that when I wake up, I'm always in an inspirational mood. I'm always ready to lift myself up because that's why here I am lifting people up every single day. Understand? I'm always lifting because I'm always lifting myself up every single day. Understand? That's why you have to understand that if you want to go throughout life, I never need you as a dead zombie. I need you to understand to be a fast Gonzalez in terms of Superman and Wonder Woman who are very quick about everything. And understand that you have to go and do much greater than what you are today because that's how you really have to be on your toes. You have to be on your toes when you're speaking and doing public speaking. Although I understand that it's a nice, beautiful practice every single day, they understand that no matter what, you go and boost your communication skills in one way, shape or form, in a different way that's never been done before because you understand no matter what, I said that twice now, because I understand that no matter what, I also must also admit it so I can also make sure that either way, I'm boosting my communication skills in a different way, and I'm always doing it differently, but I'm never doofing the drugs cuz. Understand? I'm making sure every single day I'm never on the drugs. I'm making sure I get away from those people because I understand they've got no energy to give me. I understand they've got no value to give me because I understand that when I'm important much more, I never kill myself. I love thyself every single day. I love thyself. I understand that it's the only way to be. I understand the communication skills is making sure every single day you got some nice beautiful gestures going every single day because I understand that's what's important. I understand it's just get yourself lost into the moments and you understand why you're going to be in reality every single day and you're going to understand how to grow from that point. You're going to grow in the moments. You're going to be quicker with your mindset daily to understand that what you say goes. Understand that what you say goes daily. So understand that when you're moving around every single day, you have to be quick about your communication daily so that people can understand you quicker. And now when people understand you quicker, or else you've got more of the interest because you're speaking much greater, you're speaking faster, you're speaking very fast because you're not speaking slow. Because anybody who speaks slow understands that they are really, really more of a drug addict. You have to understand that anybody who's going very slow throughout life is not really doing the greatest, or else they're not really doing the greatest job because guess what, or else they're speaking slow. Because now my nice beautiful communication skills right here understands this, that I go and do much better anyway. Understand? Because I understand that no matter what, you must grow yourself. You must grow yourself because anybody who speaks slow is one that understands that they have no life. You understand? Because anybody who's doing life slow is speaking slow. You understand? So I'm always speaking faster and faster and faster so I can go and succeed faster. You understand? I have to succeed faster. I have to be quick. I have to be quick about my toes. I have to be quick about the information around me. I have to be strategizing. I have to be grabbing ideas after ideas after ideas in the moment because everything is done in the moment. So I get up on YouTube and I have some mentors every single day. I go and tune in and I grow my I every single day in my journal. I grow it every single day in my heart, in my information. Here today, I'm always growing all the time, one way or another, because that's what's important every single day. I understand that's why I'm always free. I'm always free to really develop myself because that's why I'm always growing my communication skills all the time differently because I understand that's why I'm always growing and now growing my words also. I understand that's why I'm always making sure that every single day I've got more of what I need to give every single day because that's what's important every single day. Whether it's called courage, whether it's called ability, or whether it's called strength and ability in yourself to understand to believe in thyself all the time so you can have a greater life all the time. Well, that's why it's so important. I realize it's so important for you guys out there who are watching me today that you understand that no matter what, I'm always here making sure I'm inspiring myself all the time because I understand that leadership is key. I understand leadership is everything and those who don't lead never grow the planet. So I understand every single day I'm always learning more. I'm always learning more of my heart. I'm always learning something much more different about myself and my nature. Although when communication skills start to slow down, well, it's because of the energy. Well, anything that has no energy today is really slowing down. I never need you to slow down. I need you to get your energy up every single day. So when you feel your energy is falling, you grab yourself a soy milk, or you grab yourself a tofu, you grab yourself some peanuts, you get the peanut butter and the bread, and you start eating it quickly. You understand that you're going to get some high energy levels really quickly. Understand? So understand that you can get yourself some Weet-Bix, some soy milk, and start eating quickly. Understand? So realize either way that you must eat something quick. You must understand that no matter what, that I eat quickly in terms of I do everything quickly. You understand? So I'm living life on the edge. Understand? Because on the edge is to be living life in the moments. And to live life in the moment is to do everything quickly. So understand that if you're speed today, you have agility today, you understand why you live on the edge of life. You understand? Because anything that's so scared of life is never living on the edge. So live on the edge, and you understand why you can free fall, baby. You can jump out of the edge, and you understand that no matter what, you always remain inside. Although guess what, you can parachute, and you understand why you can free fall as well. You understand? Because you're on the edge of life. Whereas that when you're on the edge of life, you can free fall and you'll never fall. Understand? Because guess what? I realize life is making sure that each and every single day you deliver much more of a message. Because I understand that no matter what, that this crowd has been beautiful today. I understand that no matter what, I'm always making sure that everybody's much more inspired daily. I understand every single day I hear some noise, but guess what? I understand it's something else that's got my attention. I understand that either way I go and focus on I understand that it's something very inspirational. I understand that no matter what, I'm always lifting. I'm always lifting my life. I'm always lifting the people around me. I'm always lifting something for nothing. Understand? Because I understand that no matter what, that my tones here also lift people while everything's happening around I. Understand that no matter what, it's really that simple. Whereas every single day, I understand that's why I'm always more important. I'm always much more of a clear-headed mind. I understand that no matter what, I love my life all the time because I'm always succeeding. I understand that no matter what, you guys must be blessed every single day. You must understand that's why I'm always passionate, I'm always courage, I'm always making sure I'm inspiring, I'm always making sure there's always something more to give. Because I understand no matter what, I have more freedom every single day because I public speak. I public speak, I public speak, I public speak. I have more to give every single day, and that's why I'm always living life to the fullest. I understand that's why I'm always loving my life. I'm always making sure that I look at the crowd. I'm making sure I'm always fastening on the crowd and how they react. I realize I do that with my nice beautiful hand gestures. I realize that when I'm talking differently all the time, I have to look at the crowd, I have to feel the crowd, I have to see what kind of nice beautiful aspects they're giving me. Because I understand that the crowd has energy as well. Although guess what, I'm never the crowd, I'm my own kind of energy. So I'm my own kind of fireball and passion. You understand? So I'm bringing that into life every single day. I'm always different. I'm always a different persona every single day. Although I look at the crowd with energy and I nicely and beautifully just move around quickly to understand everything around me. Right, I realize I do it much quicker than before, and I do it much quicker than before. I understand that's why I'm very important. I understand that's why I'm much more of an empathetic individual, because I understand that we're all divine beings. Well, I understand that's why I grow. I grow because why? I understand growth is everything in terms of I. I understand that when I grow my I understand I always make sure to go and deliver my message. Whereas my message is everything. When I go and develop myself every single day, whereas I grow into what? I grow into success more. Whereas I never grow into failure. Whereas there's no such thing as failure when you're growing. You understand? Whereas when you're growing, you never fail. You understand? So I'm always succeeding differently and making sure that what my life is today is different. I make sure that when I'm different, I'm making a difference all the time, because that's the only making of your life. I realize it's called difference. I realize it's making sure that whatever's different in your life is making yourself newer and newer and newer as you go along, because you have to always find that new information to give people. I realize it's very important to make sure that you're always fast and proactive about your communication skills, because guess what? I realize it's very important to do so daily. I realize that this nice beautiful tone in terms of how I'm doing life right now, I understand I'm looking at people very fast right now, although I understand that no matter what, I can be faster, I can always be better, I can always do it much better than yesterday. I understand that's why I'm always different about life. I understand that's why I'm always making sure that my life is always much more inspirational daily. I understand no matter what, I understand that no matter what, when this happens, well, it's also inspirational, because I understand that there's a sound around me happening. I understand either way. I understand that when somebody's public speaking while that sound is happening, I realize it's also growing because I'm growing. I understand either way that the most important aspect of life is that I grow and that I love my life and that I live my life to the fullest, because I understand that you have to go and push yourself intentionally to go and grow yourself faster and faster and faster, and that means pushing yourself to have the nice beautiful body language going, because when the body language is going, you're going to also hype yourself up to talk faster, and when you hype yourself to talk faster, you'll learn how to really learn to adapt quicker. So understand that when you're talking faster and faster, you have to move your body emotions in terms of your body and your emotions really much quicker, and you have to look at the crowd much quicker. You have to understand it's really much of an empathetic way to say that you must understand to be inspired in terms of being inspirational in your life every single day more and more. And you understand why I'm moving so much quicker than yesterday, was I'm always looking to see what the crowd is looking at I, in terms of how they're looking at I and how they feel and how I feel about life, because I understand that I only care about I. Whereas when I care about I care about my decisions, I care about what I give every single day, I care about how I'm really doing life. I understand that's why I'm always looking at the crowd, and I'm always making sure to see how my reactions are, because reactions is everything. Because now, when I look at quickly, in terms of when I look quickly at everybody, I understand that no matter what, or else I'm always much more fluent like that. I understand I'm much more pronunciating every single day of my life. I understand that's why I'm much more in terms of confidence, because I have fast reactions. And the faster my reactions, the better looking I am, and the sexier I am, and the sexier you are. So realize every single day that no matter what, you just be much more inspirational in your life, and understand to keep tuning in every single day. And understand you guys can find me on YouTube every single day and my Instagram, so make sure that you check it out every single day. So make sure no matter what, that every single day you're always communicating more, and using that body language every single day is very important, because as you can see here, I'm always making sure to look at the communication skills around me in terms of sounds, and also I understand in terms of sounds and communication and body language is very important. So agility is everything, so make sure you guys find more agility and be more curious today.